The fan favorite MP40 is back in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Not only that, but it is one of the strongest weapons in the game. With excellent damage and even better hipfire, today we're taking it into Reckoning and facing off against Sam. Wasting no time, this is the build that we have for this MP40 today. And if you are somebody who just wants the stats on this gun, have no worries, I have our DPS spreadsheet linked in the description, and we will be taking a look at just how strong it is at the end of the video, which should hopefully be time-stamped. Worth noting, the class that I'm using here has rapid fire. I tested every weapon on that DPS spreadsheet without rapid fire. So the number that I'm gonna tell you right now, and the number that you see and we're gonna see on that DPS spreadsheet, is probably a little bit different than what you've seen online from other people, because we test with different augments and attachments. But I can confirm after crunching the numbers, yes, this is one of the best weapons in the game, one of the best SMGs and assault rifles in the game. Let's go grab our syringe real fast, see if I remember how to do this Easter egg. It's been a while since I've done it. I don't believe it's the best SMG. I think the Ladra still beats it in terms of raw DPS, but I know for a fact that a lot of people tend to gravitate towards the higher damage weapons because they have a little bit better ammo supply, because if you're dealing more damage per bullet, that means you spend less bullets on killing enemies. So I know this is going to be a very easy fan favorite. Oh, I'm going to try to get Deadshot, aren't I? I think I am. Is it going to be this one? Oh, it's going to be hard to do this without a sight. What is it? This guy over there? Yeah, it's that guy over there. Okay. So if you don't know, if you shoot either one of these targets or one of those targets right here or right here, you might have heard the little completion noise. That lines up a bunch of cans, just like on Liberty Falls, right out here that we need to shoot without missing, and we'll get a free Deadshot. But to make that easier, we're gonna crank down our FOV, so hopefully we won't miss. Let's do that one, this one, that one, and then that one. Did we do it? We did it. And with Deadshot, we can move on. And hopefully I remember where all the Klaus parts are. Vending machine, you got anything good? I'll take some points, that's all right. You will notice with Deadshot, I did put on the augment that gets me a reduced hipfire spread. That is probably gonna be a really big augment I run in Black Ops 7. Since we can have two minor augments now, we can get a tighter hipfire spread while also breaking armor more easily. And I think once we pack-a-punch the MP40, we will also get a little reduction in hipfire spread. At least that's been my experience so far with this gun. Let's of course interact with all the trash cans. Hopefully they can provide, ooh, an epic ether tool. Let's go! The bins provide, the bins provide. Can we get another arm? I've never been able to get two arms in the first Klaus round. Nope, nothing. Okay, oh well. That epic ether tool is crazy streamer luck. But hey, you know what? I'm telling ya, the bins provide more times than not. Oh yes, and let's see what things we've got. We've got 5, 6. Okay, so we got 6, 5. And our last trash can, we got some salvage. Let's get those bonus points. Thank you. And 3. So is it 6, 5, 3? What's the numbers? I wrote them down somewhere. Where are they? 6, 3, 5. 6, 3, 5. And I have to remember to do the particle accelerator step while I'm up here. I always forget. Let's turn this on, destroy these crystals, and we can pack a punch. And yeah, look at that tight hipfire spread. That is really, really good. And now we're gonna jump in here. Oh no, the body went away. What a troll. Let's try again. It's over here on the left. Can I shoot the gap? Indeed I can. And now I can, where's the body at? Where's the body at? Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? There we go, there we go. We got the blood sample, and we do already have an epic weapon, so I think I'm just gonna grab Jug and we should be good. Actually no, I forgot, I'm gonna get Vulturade this game because I put on the augment that lets me get more salvage with headshots, so we're gonna see if that greatly affects our game at all. And of course there's a cooldown. Finally free. We've got Jug. Oh, I don't want to jump yet. I want to be able to pull my parachute, at least until we get stamina up, and we'll need to look at the computers too, so we'll do that. That's gonna be C. We'll put you in there. We've got a SAM trial that I'll definitely do. What else do we got? CA. Cadmium. That's what. No, calcium. Okay, I completely forgot to look at the number. Oh, and we got the key card. Let's go get the DNA. Lots of stuff you could do as soon as you turn on power in this Easter egg. And the DNA vial. What's cadmium? Cadmium is 20. We'll put in 20, just like that. Doors will open, and I'm gonna go get some PhD because we still gotta kill this mute. Oh, hello? Dr. Fowler, where'd you go? Hello, Dr. Fowler. Let's see how good. You know what? We should at least put the zombie health bars on so you can see just how much damage this MP40 is doing. Look at that. Oh, and now we've got the toxic zombies to deal with. This is a fun little set piece. And I'm going to throw a little shock charge over there for that elder disciple. Hello, hello. And say goodbye. Almost, at least. Oh, need some double tap. I need to find double tap before we take on the Forsaken. And there's that Elder Disciple dead. And the next round, bummer. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go get some double tap and then we can get the Gorg effects. But at least we can open that door now. I need more points. Oh, I've spent so many points on perks. There we go. That should be good for a while. Whew, this is so good with double tap. I also put on a double time, so it shoots a little bit faster. It's a very, very fun SMG to use. Perhaps the most tedious step of this entire Easter egg. You gotta wait for this thing to be done, and then you've gotta kill some more things around it. There we go. That should be the last vermin, and that should be our last zombie. And now we've got the cyst. Man, it's been a while since I've done this Easter egg. I really like this. Jump down here to this beautiful room. Let's hold out our Molotov so we can hold this out, defend ourselves. I do also have Environmentalist on. I remember to put that on, which is really big for dealing with Uberklaus and these little flora things. In fact, Reckoning has been a really positive map for me. As strange as it sounds, I think the time that I was most negative about this game was when Shattered Veil came out, which is weird for a lot of you because I know Shattered Veil was a really good map for y'all, but it just kind of cemented the fact that they were reusing a whole bunch of enemies and a whole bunch of wonder weapons, and that just kind of broke my heart a little bit. But here we have the Uberklauses, we have the Klaus Commandos, which are so cool. Even though mechanically they're very similar to a lot of things that we've got in the past, I'm more okay with that because that's kind of how things need to be. Like, there's only so many ideas for zombie creatures and enemies, but, or at least mechanically, but in terms of aesthetics, I mean, the possibilities are wide open. I think this might be a bad idea to do this. I'll get some cryo freeze. Yeah, I think this might be a bad idea because I don't have double pack-a-punch yet, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This MP40 hopefully will be good enough. And the reason I bring that up about this map, Uberklaus, hello, is this Uberklaus right here. I love Uberklaus. He's very difficult. He's not one of my favorites, but he is really good, at least for modern zombies here. Very threatening, and he changes the way you play. Thank you very much. Klaus is now unlocked. He changes the way you play in such a good way. He cancels out mutant injections. He's immune to a lot of different things. And he fits so well with this entire story. Between Dr. Gray creating Klaus and being at this facility in Janus Towers, I think he fits so well. And I say that to say that if we see Uberklaus back in Ashes of the Damned, like the trailer or promos kind of show us, that is going to retroactively, at least for me, make Reckoning a worse map. Because you have this awesome map specific enemy, but then you're gonna reuse him for the next map. And like, I know it makes sense. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, Janus Towers is the spawn room for Ashes of the Damned. And you know, like I said, that makes a storyline sense, but mechanically, I'm just so over it. I'm so over these reused bosses. They've already shown us how creative they can be with some of these new bosses, like the Uberklaus and the Zursa and the Amalgam. Like, those are good bosses. And the Doppelgast is really fun too with its little dodge attack. I like that. I just want more of that. I'm so sick of maps not having their unique boss zombie or something. I feel like you're doing a disservice to the map by not having it stand on its own 2 feet with its own bosses and its own wonder weapons, because I'll take a Gorgafex every single day over the Wonderwaff. It's just such a good looking wonder weapon. Now I am going to open this door. We're going to get Klaus in here. Let's get this mutant injection. ID confirmed. Nice. Let's flip the round, go get Klaus, and then do a SAM trial, of course. There it is. There's that SAM trial. I love that the SAM trial is a part of this map, and this Easter egg, I should say. All right, Frankenklaus, why don't you get this SAM trial going? This is always one of my favorite steps because I love SAM trials. I love killing zombies, and it's always killing zombies right here. And I can't wait for Black Ops 7 for TED tasks because it means we're going to go a whole lot more voice lines. Oh look, epic ether tool, nice. We're gonna get a lot of voice lines from Ted, and I imagine that's gonna be fairly entertaining. And before we go, I feel like I'm being really efficient with this Easter egg. We're gonna go in here. Klaus is there. Let's see what thing we got. We got 4. So what's our number? 6345. Access granted. Sweet. I am gonna do the pack-a-punch room step first because I do think we're close to pack-a-punching our gun. Let's go ahead and activate this. Take a look out or keep an eye out for these quantum vermin. One in the elevator shaft. Come on, thank you. Where are they at? There you go. There's another one. We've got, I think, 2 more after that one. That's 1 more. Anybody left? There you go. There you go. And that should be it, right? Is that 1,000? That's 1,000. And then we can get some headshots, some points to double pack-a-punch. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dude, this MP40 is nuts. All the salvage, and double pack-a-punch. Ooh, and even more salvage down here. But now we've got to take this Gorgafex and bring it back to the portal room. We'll just slide our way on into here and shoot the portal with a charge shot, and that will light it. I love that. I like this Easter egg quite a bit. This is one of my favorite Easter eggs. Now we've just got to do the mop bucket step and the brain step. And I suppose I should talk about this. It may very well take me a little bit of time to get the DPS spreadsheet out for Black Ops 7 just because the augment testing we need to do, the weapon grinding I need to do for each and every single weapon, and especially with some change-ups to the meta of augments. Like, for example, here in Black Ops 6, I know kind of that everyone's going to be running dead head because that gives you a further headshot increase. The other two just naturally aren't worth it. But depending on how strong the other major augment is of Deadshot in Black Ops 7, it might not be worth running dead head. So I might need to change up either how I test it or how I present the spreadsheet. We'll see. I know a lot of you, so many of you, want me to give you some sort of DPS with reloads included. And I've said it before. Oh no, Uber Klaus. Well, this will be a good test for the MP40. Let's shock you. Go over here, you're done, you're dead, and you're gone. Sweet. Okay, that was pretty good. It is only round 16 though. But when you think about all of the different possible outcomes, ooh, a Grim Reaper. Most guns have at least 2 different extended mags, plus they usually have 2 different types of fast mags. Some of them even have like fast mags 3 or extended mags 3. And then all of those guns usually have different variations of pack-a-punch ammo, because if you have like less ammo, you'll get less pack-a-punched ammo. I'm gonna grab some armor, which means that you're gonna be firing the weapon for a different amount of time, which means you basically have, you know, at least 4 to, I don't know, like 6 different times of DPS including reloads. And then that's not even considering Speed Cola having multiple different ways of equipping or reloading faster. You have the regular and then you have the classic formula. It's like so inconsistent, and I want my DPS spreadsheet to be as simple as possible, which is why I went with kind of the bare minimum damage that everybody's going to universally do with a CHF barrel and that dead head augment, because I feel like 90% of players are going to be running that. So if anybody has any way around that doesn't require like hours and hours worth of testing for every single weapon, I would love to hear it. I'm already trying to like bang my head against the wall to figure out how exactly I'm going to consistently test out the penetration damage that we're going to do, because that is indeed a double tap augment, which is awesome, but man, it's going to be really hard to test. But it is the augment that we've all been waiting for, an augment that'll get you more damage through zombies. And of course, I wonder if it's going to work through armor. There's so many things I want to test. And there's a lot of changes of augments that we have here to Black Ops 7. So if you haven't been watching the Black Ops 7 stuff, even though it's like the same core systems like augments, crafting table, modern zombies stuff, it's going to play very differently, and the meta is going to be very different. How we play and what we do throughout the game is going to be slightly different. And that is the stuff I'm most looking forward to. And only 30 minutes in, 16 rounds in, we are on the vacuum seal device step. We're making great progress. And I completely forgot to check the trash bin at spawn. Plus I forgot to do that Easter egg back at spawn, the little target Easter egg. But hey, we got a epic ether tool from a trash bin anyway, so we should be fine. And so many things in here, so many things. Thank you very much. 3 down, we got 1 more to go. I'll pick up this one and we'll make our way to mutant research. I do want to ask you guys, as we're ending the Easter egg here, what do you guys think of Reckoning? How would you rank it? I need to put out a poll. I need to start doing polls again. I love hearing your guys' comments and concerns and everything. I remember Reckoning being pretty well liked, like from a gameplay perspective, even though from a storyline perspective, it was pretty universally chastised. That's kind of what I remember from all the feedback, that story-wise, it was kind of like, really, that was it? But then from a gameplay perspective, it was a lot of good praise. But if I may, why don't we go into a little bit more detail? Like, what about the gameplay do we like? What about the story do we not like? Try to give some more specifics other than, oh, it just didn't make sense, or it was anticlimactic. Like, what would you like to see more or done better? Very curious as to what you think. Oh, there's a lot of zombies here. There's a lot of zombies here. Go! Uber Klaus, or that's just a regular Klaus, I guess. All right, we're gonna need to flip this switch, and then that's gonna be this one. Thank you. And we are ready for the boss fight. I mean, we're not ready for the boss fight, but the boss fight is ready for us. I think I need to switch off of cryo freeze because I feel like my points are lacking. So we're gonna switch to dead wire. And now that we got stamina up, we can go to one of my favorite training spots and not have to worry about fall damage. Hello, down we go. Oh, that's one of my favorite things to do. I love no fall damage. And believe it or not, this is one of my favorite training spots. I've showed it off before, but it's been a while since we've played Reckoning at all. You only have zombies coming from the hallway, this little zombie spawn, and then this hallway, and then occasionally that wall, but it's really not all that common. Now, of course, I do want to mention the fact that yes, the MP40 is one of the strongest guns in the game, one of the strongest assault rifles and SMGs. It is sitting somewhere above 90,000 DPS, believe it or not. As I said earlier, I believe the Ladra is technically better, but I do suspect you're gonna like the MP40 the best. But it does raise the question, how strong should weapons be? I recently asked you guys on Twitter, by the way, follow me on Twitter, I'm doing pretty well over there lately, but I asked you guys what your favorite thing about modern zombie was, and so many people, among the top contenders outside of augments, let's go, augments are awesome, people generally said that they liked that weapons were viable for longer and into the high rounds. And I am so inclined to agree. I love that we can use our weapons, and here in Black Ops 6, we are very, very close to being able to just straight up use our weapons indefinitely. Oh, hello, Doppelgas. Great to see you guys back again next year. Isn't that wonderful? It's not. But I will say that there are a group of people, there is a group of people. Let's do a shock charge on you. Oh no, I lost, that was my last shock charge. Okay, well, let's get you down. Let's see, oh, slide around, environmentalist, please. Okay, you're almost done distracting. Uber Klaus, come on. Oh, you're so close to being dead. You're so close to being dead. Mr. Peaks is doing a fine job, I gotta say. Mr. Peaks, I hear him going to work. I hear him going. We're fine. Love Mr. Peaks. You gotta love Mr. Peaks. Oh boy. I tell you, that electrical charge is crazy strong. But there's a group of people who think that your weapons being strong throughout the high rounds makes it too easy. And like, that kind of sounds like it makes sense when you first hear it. You're like, oh, I could just do anything and get to high rounds like with any gun. And I think that's not a great argument because that's not exactly what I like about it. Even now, there are some guns that you will absolutely be able to have a really fun time with, like this MP40, but then you also have your like PP919s where you're gonna have a really tough time with it, especially after round 40. I don't mind that sort of weapon variety. Not every single gun needs to be the best gun for high rounds or in terms of damage, but I do like the fact that there are a handful of guns, quite a few guns actually, that you can go to high rounds with. But for the longest time in zombies, ever since or until Black Ops 3, I would say, your regular weapons would become absolutely irrelevant. After round 30 or 25 or 35 or somewhere around there, your weapons would drop off in damage, and of course you didn't have any armor crates unless you had a wall weapon, then you could buy ammo off the wall, but you didn't have any ammo crates to buy more ammo. It would just make more sense to use a wonder weapon or a trap. Now, I don't mind those strategies. I know I recently said I find trap strategies boring, which is sometimes true. Some trap strategies can be pretty good. But back in the day, to get to a high round, you would either need a trap in the map that would deal infinite damage, and if a map like Call of the Dead or of course you give me a death machine now, like Call of the Dead or a lot of the Cold War maps just didn't have any traps, which would mean you would need to rely on the wonder weapon of the map. And if like Call of the Dead or Nuketown or Town, if those maps didn't have an infinite damage wonder weapon, then you were kind of just screwed. Now, a lot of people say that's good because, oh, that's, you know, competition. That means you got to be strategic. And I think a video game that doesn't give you the tools necessary for success is a bad video game. I have thought that way ever since I got into zombies. Even back during Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, I was like, oh, how do I get to a high round? Like, what gun do I use? And then I realized, oh, you can't. You just got to go around this trap. That immediately turned me off of high rounds because why should I have to be punished for winning the rounds? What other video game, this is a good way of thinking about it, what other video game takes away your abilities towards the end of the game? Some video games might change how you use your abilities, or they might have enemies that go against or defend against your abilities a little bit better to make it more challenging, but straight up take away your ability? It's not very many, and in my opinion, that's really bad game design. Now, whether or not you agree with me on that point, one of the points I think we can all agree on is that the strategy of high rounds, the skill of high rounds, really was never about how much damage you could do. It was more about your movement and your plan or strategy, I guess. And while camping with the Wonder Weapon definitely has a place and definitely has a strategy, I especially like the Beam Smasher strategy here. I think that one's really fun. I love myself a good training strategy, and that's what a lot of high rounds were back in the day. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to get a perk. I think I'm just going to get tier 3 armor. And with Black Ops 7, it really feels like they're going to allow us to hopefully use our weapons on the high rounds and focus on the training aspect. They've tuned down these super sprinters and they have eliminated the boss zombie spam, which means that this is going to feel sort of like a mixture between the classic strategies where you can train and use your gun like you could in Black Ops 3, if you can call using Deadwire and turned using your gun in Black Ops 3, you know what I mean. And you're still going to be able to use your wonder weapon and traps and camping strategies because, well, that's always going to be the maximum effective strategy. The training strategies might be easier or less risky, but they're always going to be slower. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited for the new high round strategies. I've wanted to just train and use my gun in zombies since I started playing. Black Ops 3, sorta, you could maybe do that. Cold War, you sort of could too. Black Ops 4, there's so much boss zombie spam. Black Ops 6, there's so much boss zombie spam. Oh, speaking of, we've got another Klaus. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's just go here. Let's just go here. But now in Black Ops 7, without boss zombie spam, with some hopefully good guns and some good augments. Okay, don't get this wrong. We are going to help Richthofen. Helping Richthofen. Okay. I'm really excited to use regular weapons, if the regular weapons are as strong as the MP40 here, because the MP40, like I said, it's in that 90, almost 100,000 DPS range, and that is like a really good spot for guns. If you're at 80,000, you're okay, that feels pretty decent. 70,000, it's gonna start feeling a little bit weak, a little bit tedious, but if you're any lower than like 75,000 DPS, then oh, you're in a bad spot and it feels pretty nasty, and not in a good way. And I think one of my next videos you guys are gonna see is me actually doing some hypothetical math on the Black Ops 7 guns, and spoiler alert, yes, they still do need a little bit of a buff even after the augments. But I am excited to use this MP40. Now, I am using double time to increase that rate of fire with double tap. I'm also using double standard because double standard is amazing for boss fights. Even if a boss does have a weak spot, like the Z-Rex is a good example, you are dealing a lot of damage, you're landing a lot of shots onto the body, and with double standard, that math actually works out fairly close to the critical spots a lot of the time. I used to never run double standard, but now it's like the only thing I run. I have missed a crystal somewhere. I think it's back here. Yeah, I see it right up there. There we go. Oh no, there's another one right there. Sweet. And I suppose we should turn on our damage numbers too. I am so happy we have this option because, I mean, it just looks so ugly with the damage numbers normally. And so here we go. We're taking the MP40, the classic MP40, up against a classic classic villain of zombies, Sam. And let's see, okay, we're dealing 680 damage per shot. I don't know how good that's gonna be, but with Sam, the Sam boss fight, this is pretty cool. Okay, she's doing her laser attack. If we throw in a smoke here, she will automatically stop. Oh yeah, look at that. You see how we're doing like 1,000 damage for criticals, but we're still dealing 800 damage for non-criticals. And there was a good mix of criticals and non-criticals in there. So I think it's worth it to run double standard. Oh, we've got this attack here. Yeah, we're dealing 1,000. Look at that. We're dealing 1,000 damage when she's in that spinning attack when we're up close to her. And we are dealing 6,000 damage to zombies in the head. It's really, really good. Let's do this. Thank you. Get underneath her like that. I really should switch to Ether Shroud, but that's okay. I kind of want to test out this boss fight without Ether Shroud. And as always, oh my, okay, we're gonna do that. You know what? It's been long enough now. I don't think we need to throw a smoke. She's almost done anyway. Come on. And bam. Hard without the smoke for sure, because you got the zombies in here attacking you, but that's okay. And I don't have, man, I should have thought of that. I have the augment that gets me more salvage for headshots, remember? I don't have picky eater, so I'm not going to be able to get more smokes unless I get lucky. Ooh, that's bad. That's okay. We can wait for this to be over. Let's get this top right one. We've got some good hip fire. Get closer, and there's that. Center is going to be her weak spot. Beautiful. And now if my aim is correct and true, we should be able to hit that weak spot no matter what. And I'm worried. I heard like a doppelganger spawn in. I'm nervous. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Love that smell of death. And now we can even get some damage into her when she's doing this attack because her faceplate is broken off. There we go. Let's get some more damage. More damage. Go, go, go. Oh boy, it's really close here. It's really close. Okay, and then she's gonna leave. Let's get her as much damage as we can as she's leaving. Go, go, go. We're gonna get a Sam trial next. Oh, I'm low on armor. Really, really tempted to switch to Ether Shroud, but I think we'll be okay. Simple kills inside the marked location. This MP40's got it. It is worth noting, most of the guns are gonna be just fine before round 30. And no matter if they're 50, 40 DPS, no matter how low it is, they're gonna be okay. Triple Pack-a-Punch legendary rarity is always strong before round 30. So I suppose the best way to do this or show off the strength of this would have been going to high rounds, but I wanted to do this Easter egg. It's been a while. And now I got one of my perks, Elemental Pop. Get some extra damage as she's spawning back in. I think her faceplate is still broken. Nice. Oh wow, it's really, really broken. Okay, she's doing her laser attack. I do think I want to throw a smoke in this case. I want to hide from her and the zombies. I want to get some extra damage. Dude, this is great. I love smokes. I love smokes so much. Come on, donuts. Oh, all right. Well, that was nice while it lasted. Oh, and another one. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let her do her attack, and then I'm going to throw down Mr. Peaks way over there. So the horde is just way over there, and I can get some time alone breaking off this faceplate. There's that one. Okay, they're coming. They're coming. That was good damage. That was good damage. I would love a random smoke drop from any of you. This is a tough boss fight without Ether Shroud. I'm just gonna say it. It's pretty demanding, and I'm genuinely kind of worried right now. Like usually I have like Ether Shroud Picky Eater with smokes, and it's so much easier. But oh boy, okay. I guess you can kill a lot of the zombies, and it's a little bit better. Oh, this attack, this attack. Yeah, she hasn't been doing this attack much either, so I guess that's a little downside, huh? Oh boy, that attack is nuts. Shockingly effective. Oh, she's leaving again. She's leaving again. Why? Don't you go anywhere. Come on back, Sam. No. Ooh, a mutant injection. I also do have a death machine. Nah, I want to do this with just the MP40. Go, donuts. Go, go, go. Nice. All right, got that laser attack. Let's kill some zombies behind some cover. That feels good. That feels good. We'll go around these monoliths here and boom, top right. That'll get her faceplate off and some good damage on the faceplate. Nice. Look at that. 1,400 damage. All right, this attack, we actually want to go backwards now, backpedal away from wherever she's going, and then keep an eye out for where these electrical things are. That was really good. Oh, she's leaving again. She's leaving again. No! I need some more ammo. Oh, thank you, Doppelgast. Aha, another Sam trail. Where is it at? It's over here. Critical kills. We could do that with this hip fire. And speaking of, there we go. We've got Purple Tiger. I was gonna say, I don't remember seeing Purple Tiger pop up for me. I did manage to fully update the camo spreadsheet in the link in the description. It has all of the new weapons, except for obviously the new melee, the chainsaw, and the special weapon that's totally taken from Shattered Veil's Easter egg or Shattered Veil's map as cut content. Those challenges aren't public yet, so I wouldn't know what those are, but we've got our last perk. We've got ourselves Death Perception. Hello, Sam. Welcome back. We've got one more round to go, and I gotta watch out. She's gonna do her weird attack where she launches me up in the air. All right, this is a bad place to be. And let's go here. Let's go there. Okay, bottom first. Let's do this. We should be okay. We've got super sprinters going right next to us. Run, donuts, run. Oh no, it's gonna be this attack. Okay, we're fine. Just going in the opposite direction. Just gotta watch out for all the zombies. Just gotta watch out for all the zombies. Go, donuts, go. Watch out. She's in this for a long time. That's really nice. Oh, it's this attack. It's this attack. Watch out. Watch out. No. Hey. Oh boy. Anyway, boop. There we go. Oh no, not again. I feel like whenever she does that attack more than once, it always hits on the first time, but always misses on the second time. And the music, dude, the music for this boss fight, it's so good, especially towards this last section of Sam. In the center again. Okay, good. She's going away. That's good. That's good. Oh, she's coming by. She's coming by. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh no. Oh no. I swear this is the most dangerous part of everything. No. Environmentalist doesn't do anything for that either. Okay. This could be it. I'm going to use my Mr. Peaks here. We're going to wait for her to be done. Let's reload, have as much as that. We'll do that down. Very good. Good timing that. Come on. Go, go, go. Oh, the things aren't being distracted with parasites. Come on, donuts. Come on, go. Oh, we're so close. She's like one more attack away. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. Thank you. Oh, actually, no. She's weak now. I can get her. I can get her. Come on. Go, donuts, go. Oh, nice. We got her. Let's go. Now, I'm a bit conflicted. I really think this is the canon ending, right? But here's my crazy theory, right? We have two different choices at the end of this game, at the start of the next game, right? And we're in the Dark Ether in the next game. So I think Eddie gets his happy ending. We get sent into the Dark Ether, and I think we're gonna in some way be able to save Sam. The real Sam Maxis, not the SAM. And that end cutscene is a little bit worse in my opinion because, well, we know that's just the intro of Ashes of the Damned now. But I wonder, I know we're disappointed about supposedly no super Easter egg yet in Black Ops 6, but I wonder, it is curious that they're giving us an option to branch the pathways at the end of Black Ops 6 and at the beginning, literally at the beginning of Black Ops 7. I wonder if at the end of Black Ops 7, there's gonna be some sort of alternate ending or some Black Ops 2 style of super Easter egg, because remember in Black Ops 2, you had to help either who? Richtofen or Maxis. And so I wonder if this is just the first time we're doing it, or if it's the only time we're doing it, and then that's going to cascade into all of these different possibilities in the future. I don't know exactly. I'm just having fun speculating, but that could be really cool. And it's a callback to Black Ops 2, which Black Ops 7 seems to be calling back to a lot of. Conspiracy theories aside, just how good is this MP40? Welcome everybody to the DPS spreadsheet. We have our weapons here, the max damage here, the rate of fire here, and the DPS right here. These are all the assault rifles. If we scroll down to the blue, these are all of our SMGs and all the different types of SMGs. We have our Dresden 9mm at the bottom with that amazing 6,853 damage, but with that high damage comes a slower than average rate of fire at 845 rounds per minute. Even still, that means we have a very good 96,000 DPS. That is a fantastic DPS. Yes, the Ladra is going to edge it out a little bit more. The Saga Kimbos are ridiculous, but that is again assuming perfect accuracy, and with how wide that hit fire spread is, that is just impractical. And then the Compact 92 might be a little bit more. I still need to retest it with its new Deadshot damage value, but this is by far one of the best guns in the game. If we go ahead and sort this by best to worst, we have our Wonder Weapons, we've got the Strider Akimbos, the Grakova Akimbos, the Gravemark Akimbos, we have the Maelstrom, the Merrick 5.56, AS Val, AMR4, which I've heard got a big nerf, so I'm gonna need to test that too, the Ladra, Olympia, PU21, ABR, TR2 Full Auto, GPMG, and finally the Dresden 9mm. Like I said, a lot of these guns in Black Ops 6 are doing a lot of good work. And of the SMGs, it is only bested by the Ladra and maybe the KSV once this is increased a little bit. I'm sorry, I still need to test it. But of course, as I said in the video, the Ladra especially and this KSV are going to deal substantially less damage per shot, which means when we go to our magazine sizes, well actually here, let me just sort this real quick. There we go. Okay, SMGs are back. These are our magazine sizes. So we have all of these rounds and here we have our kills per magazine. This is a very important one to look at, kills per magazine. While the Ladra is going to get around 6 kills per magazine, again, if you're perfect accuracy, the Dresden is going to get all the way to 12 or 13 kills per magazine, which if we sort that from best to worst, the PP919 has the best because it's got that crazy big magazine, but then we have the Saga Kimbos, again, that's impractical. The compact burst fire, not too bad, but then we have the most practical SMG, the MP40. Now, something I forgot to show you last time is this one-shot sheet. It's how long guns will be a one-shot for. The Merrick Full Auto is only going to be a one-shot until round 24, but if you put it in semi-auto with the CHF barrel, it's going to be a one-shot until round 34. But going down to the Dresden, that is going to be a one-shot all the way to round 27. If I'm reading this right, that is tied with the Tonto 22 for the best one-shot capabilities of any SMG in Black Ops 6. Absolutely above average for all the SMGs, very respectable. But if you are wondering more about this Merrick Full Auto and this semi-automatic conversion, it's pretty interesting to see the Merrick go from one of the worst assault rifles in the game to one of the best. To see just how it plays, be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.